Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Madness Podcast. In this episode, we will learn about the art of the interview and get the job of your dreams. Your mouth is dry. Your palms are sweaty. Your heart is beating so fast it feels like it is going to pop out of your chest. Sound familiar? For most people, interviews are uncomfortable. The mere thought of them causes anxiety and nervousness, and this is the last impression you want to give a bar manager during an interview. The competition is fierce in this industry, so why do you always bomb during your interviews? You probably walk out of them and, after the fact, think of all the things you could have said, how you could have answered certain questions, but this does not matter, it's how you perform during the interview that gets you the job. There's already enough things out of your control you are competing with, so why work against yourself? Let me show you how to be in your full power during the interview so that scoring your dream job and leaving the competition in the dust comes easily and effortlessly to you. 1. Dress the part. Dress as though you already work there. Give the interviewer a rock-solid visual of what you look like behind the bar. This makes it more probable he'd consider you for the job. Remember also that this is the service industry. Unless you are applying to a 5-star hotel, there's no reason to show up in a suit and tie for the interview. This is trying too hard. Wear the same type of attire the employees wear. 2. Eye contact. If you can't bring yourself to make eye contact with the interviewer, you can forget about getting the job. When asked a question, if you look to the floor or to the side when answering, it gives the impression you are not telling the truth, for starters, but it also represents a lack of confidence, which is not something you find among good bartenders. Look the person in the eye when speaking and, more importantly, listening. This is easier said than done if you are in the habit of not doing it. But just becoming aware of it is what it all takes. 3. Act as if. There is no better remedy out there than acting as if. Act as if you are the best bartender this person has ever seen. Walk into the interview with that attitude, and you'll be surprised at the energy you feel. You will tap into the raw genius that you never thought you had. You will answer questions elegantly, give the interviewer exactly what they want to hear. 4. Be direct. Rambling and excessive talking is a sign of nervousness, so avoid this at all costs. Be as direct and to the point as possible. Not in a rude way. Answer the questions without going overboard. The interviewer will appreciate this. 5. You ask the questions. This may sound like a shock to you, but it is not the interviewer that should be asking all the questions during an interview. The way you want to approach an interview from this point on is, you are interviewing them. You may find that they are not the best place to work for after all. Have your own list of questions to ask the interviewer. The one who asks the questions is in control. This is not to say to not let them ask you any questions, but have some of your own to balance things out. This shows professionalism, dedication, and preparation.